Hi, my jazzy friends. I did not forget about you. This work thing really got in the way. Anyway, we are back talking today about the eighth principle of intuitive eating, which is respect your body. And as women, I feel like we just don't do this enough. You know, in class, a lot of times I joke, did you kiss your biceps today? Mwah, mwah. Really? Are you kind to yourself? This is what this principle is all about. Really taking a look at accepting your genetic blueprint. Not everybody is going to be a size 2 or 4 or 6 or an 8 or whatever that magical number size is in your head. Realistically, you wouldn't try to stick your size 8 foot into a size 6 shoe. But we often try to do this with our clothing and have this idealistic image of what we should look like. And this is partly because the diet culture has done this to us for so long. And particularly, I think they really have focused on women, especially with social media influences and magazines and books, giving us really unrealistic pictures of what women look like. And with the airbrushing and now the apps that they can make somebody look actually perfect, when that in reality really doesn't exist. Unfortunately, then we start comparing ourselves to these people and then to other people around us too. So number 8, really ask yourself just to take a step back and accept yourself for who you are, and then tell yourself something good about yourself every day. What do you like about your features? And really trying not to be so overtly critical yourself. Rejecting that diet mentality is really going to be difficult if you're stuck on being overly critical of your physical appearance too. And I say this all the time in jazzercise too, from the inside and then to the outside. When you're feeling good about yourself and accepting yourself for who you are, it begins to show on the outside too. So that's principle number 8. Principle number 9, I think we're all really good with this one. Principle number 9 is move, feel the difference. And what I love about this, because I think jazzercise embodies this principle for me in itself, it's finding what you love to do. And it doesn't have to be exhausting, heart beating, over the top, intense exercise. It's something that makes you feel good. And I talk about this on Saturday mornings a lot, because when I get to jazzercise on a Saturday morning, I just feel like I could leave there and tackle the whole day. So I am really focusing on how that makes me feel, rather than, oh, I have to go to jazzercise, it's 8 o'clock. If most people know me, I'd rather sleep than do anything in the whole world. But my butt is out of bed and at jazzercise by 8:30 on Saturday mornings. And again, it's just because of how it makes me feel that rest of the day. So I joke a lot of times, but my Christmas decorations did take a little bit longer to get down. But anyway, to principle number 9 is move, feel the differences. If your only goal is to lose weight with exercise, then it becomes a chore. So shifting that focus to how the exercise makes you feel. And this is a perfect example when we're trapped in and can't really leave. We've been going on daily walks with my family. We've never done that ever, ever, ever. But it's been a really good feeling to be outside and really enjoying that and how it makes us feel afterwards, kind of a little bit de-stressing also too. And there's nothing like a real jazzercise class with real live music that really just makes me feel so much better. So if you're one to focus on, oh, I have to go to jazzercise because I have to burn these calories, or I can't eat this unless I'm going, then it's more of a punishment. So really try to shift your focusing on how it makes you feel and finding something that does make you feel good and excited to go and do. Principle number 10 is honor your health through gentle nutrition. Now, some of you might be disappointed that I'm not going to tell you to eat carrots and salads and all those foods probably on your old good list. You know what I said old, because we don't have good foods and bad foods anymore, right? So with honoring your health through gentle nutrition, I'm really looking at finding foods that are satisfying to you, foods that make you feel good, foods that you want to eat and not think that I should eat this. I really want this, but I should eat this. This is what focusing on honoring your health through gentle nutrition is. I do not know one perfect one person that eats perfectly every single day. And as I mentioned earlier in another principle, there's not one health guideline out there that says that we have to eat perfectly every single day. It's the average over time that matters. So allowing yourself and giving yourself that unconditional permission to eat what you want when you want it is really going to go a long way. After a while, your body is going to begin craving nutrient-dense foods. And I find this a lot of times if I'm traveling and there's not really great access to nutrient-dense foods, I'm eating a lot of junk, I can't wait to get home and to really get some really good foods that I enjoy in my system too. So keep that in mind when you're choosing nutrition. It has to taste good. So if you're eating those cardboard foods, those air foods, because you think you should, and they're not enjoyable to you, I really say take a step back and say, does this taste good to me? Is this something that's satisfying to me? And then if you're really paying attention to your hunger and fullness scales, you'll find that you'll need less of those other foods than you did previously to make you feel satisfied. So that's it for our 10 principles. And remember to use your mind, body, and soul, just like we do in Jazzercise. Pay attention to what your mind is telling you, what your body is telling you, and how it makes you feel in your soul, how your food choices can go a long way to just bringing your whole demeanor up a level rather than restricting and making you feel grumpy and cranky, rather than, oh, I can have this food and I can eat it comfortably in perfect amounts that make me feel satisfied. I hope you've enjoyed these 10 principles of intuitive eating. Again, these are taken from the book or the program of two dietitians, Elise Resch and Evelyn Tribole. And I will be sending in a handout with Kelly that summarizes all 10 principles. So you can hang them on your hang them on your refrigerator and refer to them at any means. I know during this time when there is stress, it's difficult sometimes to practice intuitive eating. But those little 10 principles on your refrigerators can help you go back. I know they've helped me come back and just really say, why am I really eating this 18th piece of candy? I don't really need it. I'm not hungry. I'm stressed. And sometimes it's okay, even if you recognize it is stress that you're eating, it's okay to have that as long as you can identify it and recognize it. And hopefully, if that fullness factor and the satisfaction factor can help you eat it in moderation, that makes you feel good. Have a wonderful day. I can't wait till I'm jazzing back with you all. I miss you terribly, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Have a good day.